60s and 70s were truly the quote-unquote golden age of architecture, a time when American designers decided to break every traditional rule. This was a period of radical experimentation, giving us everything from stark, brutalist concrete blocks and futuristic geodesic domes to sweeping single-story ranch homes. But why, after half a century, are these seemingly outdated styles making such a strong comeback, bringing back earth tones and raw materials? Join us today as we explore 12 legendary home styles that define the American way of life and uncover the secret to elevating these timeless legacies. Ranch style, the classic single story. Let's begin with the house that shaped the look of American suburbia for decades, the ranch style. The ranch house became a cultural icon, symbolizing the expansion of the middle class after World War II. While its roots trace back to Spanish colonial architecture, the style truly exploded after World War II when housing demand skyrocketed. This style hit its peak in the 1960s, with 90% of American homes built during that time being ranch style. The core identifier of a ranch house is its long, low profile and its single story. Inside, they feature open floor plans and flowing rooms, offering a feeling of spacious, relaxed living. Their simplicity and livability made them the perfect choice for the burgeoning suburbs. These homes typically included large front-facing windows, an attached garage, and, most importantly, sliding glass doors leading straight to a patio or backyard. Many 60s ranch homes even experimented with dramatic designs like sunken living rooms or slanted roofs for added flair. Although the style faded by the late 70s due to soaring land prices, which encouraged multi-story designs to maximize space, the ranch house is making a spectacular comeback today. Modern architects are reviving and renovating ranch homes because of their spacious layouts and their excellent indoor-outdoor flow. Especially for us, the older generations, the single-story ranch house is particularly popular. It offers that classic aesthetic while providing easy mobility, completely eliminating the barrier of stairs. The ranch house proves that simplicity, when designed correctly, is always a timeless value and the foundation for a comfortable, convenient lifestyle. This is an architectural legacy of freedom we will always cherish. Cape Cod style. Amidst the bold experimentation and modernism of the mid-60s and 70s, the Cape Cod style emerged as a traditional counterpoint. This style offered a distinct nostalgic and timeless appeal. Though originating in the 18th century, the mid-20th century return of the Cape Cod provided a cozy, compact aesthetic. Key features include steeply pitched roofs, a centrally located chimney, and symmetrical dormer windows. They were typically modest in size, but maximized space efficiently. While MCM architects chased glass and concrete, the Cape Cod represented comfort, practicality, and a safe, traditional choice for new developments. It offered classic curb appeal that many still yearned for amid overly modern architecture. Today, renovated Cape Cod homes retain their traditional exterior but feature updated interiors to maximize light and functionality. Split-level style. The split level, sometimes called split foyer or bi-level in certain regions, is an iconic architectural style of American suburbia throughout the 60s and 70s. It was conceived as a way to maximize space efficiency on sloped lots, creating adaptable layouts. The most notable feature is the staggered arrangement of floors, dividing the house into distinct functional zones: living, sleeping, and recreation, offering privacy and flexibility. However, the split level is also notorious for being the style many people dislike the most. The main reason is that entering the house requires immediately going up or down stairs, split foyer, rather than entering a conventional main floor. This creates a major barrier, especially for relatives with mobility issues. Most people dislike the excessive number of half flights of stairs, which is why these homes often sold at a lower price than conventional two-story homes. Converting a split-level house into a normal two-story home is extremely complex and costly. It can require tearing down and rebuilding almost the entire frame of the upper floor and internal partitions, far more than just interior remodeling. Some homeowners attempt to fix the entry by building a raised porch or extending the entryway to bring the main stairs down to the ground level. However, the cost of adding this extension can reach hundreds of thousands of dollars. Despite the drawbacks, the split level is still valued for its flexible layout and distinctive retro vibe. Did you ever live in a split-level house as a kid? What annoyed you most about that halfway stair entrance? Please share your experience in the comments below. Prairie style. Amidst the chaos of forms and materials in the 60s, some designers returned to proven values. And that is when the prairie style underwent a strong revival. The prairie style was made famous by the legendary architect Frank Lloyd Wright in the early 20th century, but its philosophy became exceptionally relevant during the wave of mid-century experimentation. This style sought to strip away the excessive ornamentation of Victorian architecture, emphasizing the beauty of materials and structure. It was a manifesto for harmony between architecture and nature. The core philosophy of prairie is to build the house blended into the landscape, making it seem to grow out of the ground, especially suited for the large, flat plains. You can easily recognize a prairie-style home by its powerful and unique markers. This style is characterized by low-pitched rooflines, wide eaves, and the use of strong horizontal lines. These horizontal lines create a sense of calmness and stability, as if the house is embracing the space. Additionally, open interiors and built-in features are prioritized to enhance flow and functionality. In the context of the 60s and 70s, the prairie style became a symbol of homes that broke strict traditionalism while still maintaining craftsmanship and quality. Today, prairie-style homes are still admired by the architectural community for their craftsmanship and their ability to create architectural harmony with nature. Mid-century modern (MCM) architecture. The mid-century modern style blossomed during the post-war boom and flourished in the 60s. It remains one of the most enduringly popular interior styles, even if it's not talked about as much as minimalist or classic modern. MCM is defined by clean lines, expansive glass windows, and a high focus on functionality. The main philosophy is minimalism combined with harmony with nature. Interiors often open up to patios or gardens, blurring the boundaries between inside and out. Specifically, MCM often uses skylights and large windows to welcome natural light and expand the view. The MCM appeal lies in its uncluttered, neat aesthetic and its light-filled rooms. This style offers the nostalgia of the 50s and 60s but remains relevant today. MCM has been modernized to suit contemporary life, incorporating more diverse materials and colors to avoid feeling dated, while still creating a relaxed, free-flowing space. The principles of sustainable and timeless design from MCM continue to influence contemporary construction. Brutalist style. Brutalism is an unapologetically bold architectural style, completely different from everything else in the 60s and 70s. The signature feature is the use of raw concrete and massive geometric shapes, making a powerful architectural statement. Although brutalism is often criticized as cold and controversial due to its stark appearance, it is still loved by design enthusiasts for its sculptural quality and honesty in materials. Brutalism can be seen not just as a construction style, but as a powerful metaphor. The epic historical film, The Brutalist, 2024, tells the story of Laszlo Toth, a Jewish-Hungarian architect and Holocaust survivor who immigrates to America to pursue the American dream. In the film's plot, Laszlo designs architectural projects, including the Van Buren Institute, which his orphan granddaughter later reveals bear formal similarities to concentration camps, like Buchenwald and Dachau. The purpose of this design was to overcome post-war trauma. The film's director, Brady Corbett, noted that brutalist architecture is a perfect visual metaphor for post-war trauma, while also viewing architecture and cinema as forms of artistic expression that require collaboration and significant funding. The famous quote by a character in the film about Laszlo, "The destination matters more than the journey," became a profound philosophy about the resilience of immigrants and visionary artists. Shed-style home. If brutalism was sculptural, and MCM with all its glass were the extremes of modernism, the shed-style home was a subtly balanced style, a unique retro-modern architectural form that defined the late 60s and 70s. The shed style became popular in the late 60s and 70s. This is one of the clearest examples of designers seeking to blend the principles of modernism, but softening them with more organic, approachable elements. The core identifier of this style is its single-slope roof lines. These roofs are often stacked at varying heights, creating a deliberately asymmetrical architecture. This unconventional form stood in great contrast to the monotonous ranch homes or symmetrical Cape Cods. The influence of modernism in shed-style design is softened by the use of rustic and natural materials. The shed-style home is characterized by natural wood exteriors, often dark wood panels or raw materials. The combination of unique shapes with natural wood materials and an earthy character made them a favorite style for fans of the retro-modern lifestyle. Philosophically, the shed style focuses on connecting with the landscape. These homes were often built on wooded lots and tended to blend into their surroundings. More so than MCM, the shed style emphasized privacy and provided a warm feeling, perfectly suited for homeowners seeking separation and tranquility. The revival of the shed style today shows that even during the most audacious experimental period of the 70s architecture, there was still room for designs that combine geometric innovation with comfort and nature. Postmodern style. The postmodern style began to emerge in the late 70s, representing a strong break from the strict minimalist rigor of modernism. Postmodernism is an expressive and sometimes quirky style. It wasn't afraid to mix classical elements with bold colors, playful angles, and eclectic materials. Homes in this style often feature asymmetry, utilize arches, and incorporate a mix of textures. The biggest difference is the focus on individuality rather than uniformity and convention. Postmodernism is currently being re-evaluated by designers for its bold artistry. It challenges rigid rules and allows freedom in decoration, which modern homebuyers are looking for. This style laid the foundation for many later personalized design trends, paving the way for the unconventional mixing we see today. Did this video bring back any fond memories for you? Is there anything you felt could have been better? Share your thoughts with us so we can improve future videos. A-frame style. The A-frame is the epitome of the rising freedom and travel spirit of the 1960s. As Americans gained more leisure time and financial ability to own a second home, the A-frame emerged as the quintessential lakeside or mountain retreat. This style represented the desire to connect directly with nature, escaping the uniformity of typical suburban architecture. The A-frame stands out with its characteristic triangle silhouette and steeply pitched roofs, which almost reach the ground. This unique shape not only provides high aesthetic appeal, but also offers a smart and easy-to-execute construction solution. The sloped roof helps the house withstand heavy snow loads in mountainous regions or heavy rain near lakes. What truly made the A-frame an icon of spaciousness was its interior design. They typically feature open interiors, often including a small loft above. The most important feature is the floor-to-ceiling windows at the front and back of the house. These enormous windows not only maximize sunlight, but also strongly connect the interior space with the surrounding majestic natural scenery, transforming the house into a personal observatory. While the A-frame was most commonly used for weekend getaways in the 60s, today, its cozy, geometric appeal continues to charm buyers seeking uniquely styled retreats. Geodesic dome style. After exploring the romantic A-frame, we now turn to an architectural style that challenged all traditional norms, a clear symbol of the radical futuristic experimentation of the 70s. The geodesic dome style. This is one of the most unique and rebellious styles on our list, a testament to the absolute freedom of post-war architecture. It was invented by the great inventor Buckminster Fuller, whose philosophy was to create architecture that was space-efficient and sustainable. For Fuller and his followers, the dome house was not just a house, it was a social experiment in living with less impact on the planet, a philosophy that strongly resonated with the innovation and environmental awareness of the 70s. The core of the dome house lies in its spherical shape. This structure is formed from countless interlocking triangles, creating an extremely strong, self-supporting structure that requires minimal materials. This shape optimizes the internal space. The interiors are often designed to be open and lack any internal supporting columns. Living in a geodesic dome provides a sense of spaciousness, where complex geometry serves the simplicity of life. Although these dome houses are rare, they were an important part of the counterculture movement of the time. The 70s was a period when many Americans sought to escape the system and build an off-grid lifestyle. The dome house represented a low-cost, sustainable, futuristic architectural solution, far removed from the traditional ranch homes of the suburbs. Today, the dome house still attracts special interest from off-grid enthusiasts and those seeking a low-impact lifestyle. Craftsman-style bungalow. While designers were experimenting with raw concrete blocks, brutalism, and futuristic geodesic domes, a large segment of Americans returned to a familiar style, one that provided warmth and stability, the Craftsman-style bungalow. Although the Craftsman style originated in the early 20th century, its appeal continued and remained strong throughout the 60s and 70s. It served as a balancing choice in the architectural landscape, a break from ornate Victorian architecture, but a solid traditional anchor compared to the coldness of pure modernism. The Craftsman bungalow is built on the philosophy of quality over quantity. These homes are a testament to handcrafted charm, where every detail is meticulously cared for. Recognizable architectural features include exposed beams, especially on the porch, and deep porches, an ideal space for family gatherings and relaxation. This style promoted a simple lifestyle, focusing on the use of natural materials and thoughtfully designed details. We often see natural wood, stone, and honest building materials widely used, giving the house a feeling of resilience and authenticity. The 60s and 70s were a time when traditional values were challenged. In that context, the Craftsman bungalow maintained its position through its warmth and strong character. Today, these homes are still sought after by modern homeowners for their warmth, unique character, and timeless curb appeal. This style represents comfort and craftsmanship, providing a sense of quality that has been time-tested. Mediterranean style. After witnessing the boldness of the modern and brutal styles, let's turn to a style that brought romance and warmth right into the heart of America during the 60s and 70s, the Mediterranean style. The Mediterranean style didn't originate from post-war experimentation, but rather a romantic recollection of classic European beauty. It was inspired by the romantic coastal villas of Spain and Italy, offering a sense of relaxed luxury that few other styles could match. This style became a popular choice, especially in warmer climates, such as California and the Southwest US, where it could truly showcase its sun-drenched beauty. Mediterranean style is characterized by unique architectural elements that make a strong aesthetic statement. First are the stucco walls, often painted in light or earthy tones, helping the house feel cool in hot weather. Next are the red tile roofs and soft arched doorways, adding classic charm. Finally, wrought iron details are used for balconies, windows, or stair railings, providing a touch of old-world style. All these elements combine to create a look of sun-drenched elegance. Mediterranean style focuses on warm, earthy tones. These tones not only suit natural materials, like terracotta and stucco, but also create a sense of soothing nostalgia in the context of 70s interiors, which were gradually shifting towards warmer, natural colors. Today, Mediterranean homes are still loved because they provide timeless, relaxed luxury. The use of breezy courtyards is also an appealing factor, ideal for homebuyers who want to enjoy private outdoor space. This style remains a preferred choice in warmer climates, asserting its position as a symbol of comfort and romantic classical beauty. Out of these 12 home styles, which one makes you want to own it most for a weekend getaway? The romantic A-frame or the strong sculptural brutalist? MCM interior and kitchens. After admiring the elegance of mid-century modern MCM homes from the outside, let's delve into the interior space, where this style truly shaped the living experience. MCM is more than just architecture. It is a complete interior design philosophy, strongly stamped with the spirit of the 50s through the 70s. MCM is distinguished by clean lines, balanced forms, and a high focus on functionality. This philosophy employs a warm color palette inspired by natural wood. Premium woods like walnut, oak, and teak are favored, providing natural beauty. MCM kitchen cabinets often feature flat, minimalist doors, typically with recessed or metal bar pulls. This creates an uncluttered, neat space. In the kitchen, MCM maintains its role as the heart of the home, and countertops are often made of natural stone, like marble or granite, to ensure high durability and scratch resistance. This style emphasizes harmony with nature through the use of large windows and skylights to maximize natural light. Classic ceiling pendant lights or recessed LED lighting add to the cozy, nostalgic feeling. MCM offers timeless beauty, seamlessly blending the classic elements of the 50s to 70s with modern convenience. It is the perfect choice for homeowners who love sophistication and elegance without being overly ornate, enhancing the long-term value of their living space. The return of earth tones and warm colors. In a modern architectural context dominated by cold white and gray, the revival of the 70s has brought a bold color revolution, the strong return of earth tones. This style is characterized by the use of warm shades like brown, beige, burnt orange, maroon, and plum. Experts have even combined avocado green with earthy tones to create a subtle balance, offering a soothing and nostalgic feeling. However, this revival has been restrained and selective, avoiding the overuse of plastic decorations or traffic cone orange of the old 70s. Instead, the modern trend emphasizes the use of raw and natural materials, along with textured fabrics like velvet and rattan to bring nature indoors. Luxurious accents like forest green curtains and low-slung furniture are also favored. The editorial director of First DIBS, Anthony Barzilay-Freund, believes that the COVID-19 pandemic is the reason this style suddenly became hot again. The warm color palette, especially brown, known for its mental support effects, along with soft seating, provided a comfortable living environment, offering the sense of safety people were seeking. Retro style. If mid-century modern brought elegant simplicity, then retro style is a declaration of fun, boldness, and color, an express train back to the 50s through the 70s. Retro, short for retrospective, is a style inspired by the indelible marks of the mid-20th century. Originating in Northern Europe, this style quickly flourished by combining classic design principles with modern trends. It provides a sense of nostalgia, but is very different from the melancholic vintage style. Retro style stands out by using bold lines and geometric shapes. Furniture often has smooth, clean, simple, and neat shapes, avoiding extravagance or fussiness. The biggest strength of retro lies in its color palette. This style is not monotonous, but favors vibrant, high-contrast colors. We see a subtle combination of warm tones like burnt orange, maroon, plum, along with bright colors like orange, yellow, and green. Materials are also diverse, combining natural elements like wood and leather with modern materials like plastic, metal, and glass. The revival of retro is not just a trend, it is a desire to personalize space. By selecting decorative details like pop art graphics or chrome-plated metal, retro style allows homeowners to create a living space that is both sophisticated, luxurious, and preserves the poetic, romantic quality of the past. Vintage style. While retro reminisces about the past using modern language, vintage, classical, is a tribute to aged, enduring values. Vintage focuses on items 20 years or older, carrying a nostalgic, subtle, and romantic flair. The dominant colors are warm, gentle, muted tones like brown, beige, cream, and moss green. These colors create a contemplative, cozy, sometimes slightly melancholic, but very subtle feeling. Vintage furniture is often aged but possesses a luxurious look. This style favors natural materials like wood, often long-aged natural wood, leather, brass, ceramics, and lace. Sofas are less common. Instead, wooden chairs are prioritized for durability. Both retro and vintage use old items for accents, but vintage emphasizes softness, intricate patterns, and subdued colors more than retro. Vintage is the ideal choice for families who want to preserve memories and aspire to a romantic, slower-paced lifestyle. Low-slung furniture and textured fabrics. The interior trend of the 70s has made a strong comeback following the pandemic, as people sought a living environment that provided a sense of comfort and security. The key feature is the use of low-slung furniture, such as upholstered seating, notably pieces like Mario Bellini's Camellianda or Michel Ducrot's Togo sofa. Low furniture is favored because it creates a more spacious, comfortable feeling, allowing sitters to sink deep into the softness. Current designers favor fabrics with more textures and patterns. Bringing nature indoors is achieved through materials like velvet and rattan. Customers prefer softness and comfort, even if slightly casual. The combination of low furniture with earthy tones and warm wood creates a relaxing, sensual living space, perfectly aligned with the casual dress trend of modern society. Honest/raw materials and wood paneling. While earlier trends focused on exterior shapes, the 60s and 70s witnessed a fundamental return to honesty in materials, a strong statement against artificial extravagance, aimed at reconnecting people with a sense of rustic authenticity. This honest materials philosophy is most clearly seen in the brutalist style, where architects deliberately used raw concrete, exposing the unadorned beauty of the structure. Simultaneously, many other styles also prioritized organic materials, emphasizing harmony with nature. For instance, the craftsman style continued to be loved for its use of natural wood and stone, while the shed style softened modernism with rustic materials and natural wood exteriors. In interiors, nothing defined the 70s like the revival of wood paneling. Wood was the main material, often featuring warm, reddish-orange tones or deep cherry colors, creating a classical, luxurious feel. Paneling was often made from natural woods like knotty pine. The use of natural materials, along with textured fabrics like velvet and rattan, brought nature indoors, creating a living space that was both cozy, nostalgic, and reflected the homeowner's strong personality. This style is not just a fleeting aesthetic choice, it is an affirmation that a beautiful home should be a place where the quality and texture of the materials themselves tell a story, a value that is time-tested. Open kitchen layouts/indoor-outdoor flow. If traditional architecture meant separate spatial boxes, the 60s and 70s sparked a major revolution in how we live: spatial flow. This is when the walls between the kitchen and living room, and between interior and nature, were broken down. The open kitchen trend became an optimal layout solution and a popular trend in modern interior design. The kitchen, once merely a cooking area, became the heart of the home, and the open kitchen model was seamlessly integrated with the living or dining room. This design makes the space spacious, airy, and increases connection among family members. Styles like the ranch style helped popularize this concept with their open floor plans and spacious layouts. Similarly, the prairie style also emphasized flow and functionality through open interiors. Parallel to the open kitchen is the flow between interior and exterior, indoor-outdoor flow. Styles like mid-century modern, MCM, are famous for blurring the boundaries between inside and out. This is achieved through the use of large windows, skylights, and sliding glass doors leading out to the patio or backyard. Ranch homes often had sliding glass doors leading to the patio, while Mediterranean homes featured breezy courtyards. This spatial flow is not just aesthetic, it is a philosophy of living, transforming the home into an open space where light, nature, and family connection are prioritized. Solving 70s home flaws. Although the 60s and 70s were periods of bold experimentation, many constructions from that era had design flaws that frustrate modern homeowners. The need for renovation has spurred a repair industry aimed at transforming old homes into more comfortable, flexible living spaces. The number one dilemma is the split-level home. Many buyers are annoyed by having to step up or down immediately upon entering, causing inconvenience for relatives with mobility issues. Converting a split level into a traditional two-story home is deemed much more expensive and challenging due to permitting and zoning issues. Alternative solutions include installing a chairlift or building an entryway extension to relocate the entrance to the ground floor. In interiors, two common flaws are wood paneling and dark spaces. Many homes featured wood paneling, like knotty pine, in deep reddish-orange tones. Modern homeowners can choose to paint the walls in dark, saturated colors, like forest green, to highlight the classic beauty of the wood, or remove the scallop trim, the decorative shell detail, to eliminate the outdated feel. Finally, to address the flaw of dark, confined spaces due to numerous internal walls, architects apply open design and use wide windows, skylights, and light wells to maximize light and air circulation. This renovation helps 70s homes retain their rustic character, but increases their flexibility and modernity. The architecture of the 60s and 70s is a great legacy, testifying to an era of freedom, spaciousness, and a spirit of daring experimentation. These homes are not outdated. They offer core principles of comfort, material authenticity, and connection with nature. Their revival teaches us how to honor the old things, like wood paneling, and transform them, like renovating dark homes, into bright, open spaces to suit modern life. Remember the profound philosophy expressed through brutalist architecture, a philosophy applicable to every life and every home. The destination matters more than the journey. Thank you for joining Back to Yesterday on this journey through timeless architecture. If you feel this video brought back beautiful memories, please hit the like button and share this content. And don't forget to subscribe to the Back to Yesterday channel so we can continue exploring more timeless, nostalgic stories. We'll see you next time.